Welcome everyone to another episode of Modern Wong Chat. Tonight we have Sonia here, a good friend of mine. She is, I don't know how to describe her. She's more of an internet person. That's the best way to say it. She have done many things. What's up, Sonia?
Internet person honestly just sums it up.
Isn't that actually what you sent me?
Yeah, literally, you're like, how do I describe and put in a quick little bio for you? And I think I said Twitch streamer, host, and then just internet person. I sign contracts like that now. When it asks you for your title, I just put internet person.
We are all technically internet person for a while, haven't we been? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I started back streaming and everything in like mid 2013.
So 7 years at least.
Don't say that. Oh my god.
If you stream live as a kid, it's already in second grade. Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You shut the hell up.
Marty, you shut your whore mouth.
You shut your whore mouth. It trips me out so much because I know that there's people who've been around my stream and my community for, I mean, since the beginning. It's 6 years. And there's so many people that are like, oh man, I used to watch you when I'm 12 and now I'm 18. And I'm like, I am so old.
Is your audience actually still very young audience, or are they like older now, or like what is your audience base?
It's interesting because I feel like it's almost kind of mixed. I definitely have people who've been around for a while, and especially because I post a lot of car content and I do a lot of like auto conventions. I work with a lot of different car companies, so I feel like it's given me kind of an older audience too, just like older, people who like cars, but also just streaming on Twitch in general also attracts like a younger audience too. So I feel like I'm like all over the place. Again, there's people who've been around for like 6-7 years who started watching, like Maya Night when they're 13 and now they're 19. In January, I was traveling for Christmas, and as soon as I got back, CES and then PAX.
I see. And I saw you in all of those. I just always randomly
and then I
ran
did a
into you.
Corvette event, and then I'm an ambassador for PAX this year. So I'm going to be going to all the PAXs, which I already do anyway.
What's an ambassador?
And they announced ambassadors for different areas of PAX. So they have like a tabletop ambassador. I'm supposed to be like a streaming ambassador, and it's basically just being more of like a front facing, I guess, like getting more info from people in that realm so we can like better PAX for those people. You know what I mean? Like connecting with people who are also streamers and who go to PAX and be like, what do you like about this, or what do you not like, and just trying to help improve different sections of PAX for people.
Okay. Do you see there's a change of how streamers are from back in the days and versus streamer now who getting in? Because you did it for like 7 years. Like, what is the changes? When
you add monetization to a platform, period, I feel like it kind of changes the game. And especially after things blew up more into more of a mainstream thing, I feel like, a lot of people will look at the top 3% and say, well, that's my career. Like, that's what I want to do now. But really, I started streaming back in 2013 because I was just playing League of Legends, and I was still in college. I was taking computer programming. So I was like coding in the morning at college, and then I worked full time, and then I would come home, and it was like my escape. I could just hang out, play video games.
It was not a cool thing. It was not cool at all.
No, it's funny. I was looking at like old photos, and I found like old screenshots of old Twitch and seeing like the top streams and only having like a couple hundred or a few thousand people. It's just, and now it's absolutely
for
wild.
Some people, it's
I feel like I noticed more in the last couple of years of people, just meeting people at conventions and having them with their families, their kids with their families, and being the parent coming up to me and saying, oh, that's all they talk about. They just want to be a streamer. They just want to be a YouTuber. They just want to be in this world. And I feel like if you find something you're passionate about, and you find something that you could just talk endlessly about, and you have something to say and something to relate on, then I feel like if you go for it, you'll find the people that want to watch that. You know what I mean? But if you're getting into it being like, I'm just gonna make hella cash, I'm gonna get that Twitch money, and I'm gonna, I feel like maybe just having the right attitude about it is the approach. I asked a question on my IG story. I was like, hi, good morning. How are you lovely people doing today? And then I open it, and it's just feet pics. I'm like, that's not even an answer to anything.
A complete sentence. Have you gotten any weird text though?
Text, not so much.
Just DM.
But DMs, I feel like they used to be a lot crazier, and I definitely used to like post some that were weird, and that became a thing. And I would have people be like, "Oh, I love when you post people's DMs. They're funny, haha." But now they're just people being genuinely nice, and I feel like it's almost the problem you have with you're like, my parents love me too much. They just have too much love for me. It's like when I open my DMs, it's either people who want to see my feet or people who are genuinely like very sweet human beings.
That's a Russian roulette situation. It's like, let's roll the dice. Like today we are gonna
like,
ask
right.
for fit pic or asking.
Feet are sweet. Feet are sweet.
Yeah, that could be.
That's our segment now.
Speaking of internet, your website is amazing.
Thank you.
I know you spend lots of time on it, and like I remember when you first announced it, I like what? And I looked into because you posted like photo of it, and I was like, what is this? Like, did she Photoshop something or just random picture? And then I went on it. It's like, what the? That was.
OMGitsfirefoxx.com if anyone wants to look at it, but it's like. There's a fully functioning like AOL looking chat. You can chat, like we can jump on right now and chat. And you can play, I wanted to make it like personal and special. So the first 2 games I ever played was on DOS, and it was Jazz Jackrabbit.
Oh my
and Wolfenstein 3D, and at like 7 years old, maybe not so good, but and then Duke Nukem, of course. Oh. So you can play Jazz Jackrabbit and you can play Wolfenstein on my website.
A lot of girls that I know, not everybody, of course, but a general sense, a lot of them actually spend time reading a profile and see how they are, and then they decide like, okay, yes or no, because there's a high chance they'll swipe yes. For guys, it's like
it's like yeah. I feel like there was definitely more of a method to it. Like if I was ever on anything like that, it was like I need an initial like, wow, this person's hot. Like
it's something eye-catching.
Attracted you. Yeah, there's something dumb. I think at one point I swiped on somebody who had his first photo it wasn't him. It was Guy Fieri holding a hot dog, and I was like, I'll entertain it. Sure. I think we went on a date. I don't know. It was bad.
Imagine it was actually Guy Fieri.
It was actually Guy. It was so weird.
Did he take you to Flavor Town?
We did. Oh, I wish. We did an episode of, what is it, Diner Drive-Ins and whatever.
Oh my God.
It was really weird. He was just getting people off Tinder. I don't know. But it was more of a like, I need that initial like, oh, okay. And then I'll like take a quick glance at the bio. And if there's like a social media, I feel like I do my research. I want to do my research before I commit.
So for a guy to have, what would be, you say, a best dating profile would be like? What would be advice? I know it's different for everyone.
If you make me laugh, it's easy. I hate like the generic. I don't know, because I feel like there is like a generic structure. Yeah, no, it doesn't do it for me.
So what have you been streaming recently? Do you stream regularly? Every day? Every day?
I'm so inconsistent. I have no consistency, but I've been trying to stream at least like once a week or twice a week, kind of in between stuff that I'm doing like off stream. But yeah, I try to at least keep it up.
Gaming?
But like gaming on stream?
Like, are you doing gaming, IRL? Yeah.
Mostly just Animal Crossing. But
after like after so many years, I know you took a break, but are you bored by now, or like are you still enjoying it?
I feel like now that I'm at a point where I feel like once it was more of a job. I don't want to say more of a job, but once it was a like larger portion of my income, and I kind of put those, not boundaries, but in my head I was like, yeah, I need to stream like X amount of time, and I need to stream like every day. I need to do like XYZ. I feel like once I was able to take a step back and like let go of that and not completely burn myself out all the time, I feel like now that it's not like a financial dependency on it. It's more of I just get to stream when I want to stream, and when I genuinely have the energy, when I genuinely want to play games, and it's nice to just be able to jump on and like connect with people and have when I was on the grind, and if I looked at my numbers or I looked at how many viewers I had, I would get depressed, and I would just, at that point, they didn't have the feature where you could hide it, so I would take a sticky note and I would put a sticky note.
Well, you can hide it now?
You can hide it on your dashboard for you to see.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but yeah.
It feels nice to almost come full circle and like not care about that and just put like a mental sticky note over it and just enjoy playing games and enjoying interacting with people and just like hanging out.
Thank you everyone for watching. We had a great time. So I'll see y'all next time. Bye.